Hello everyone, I'm Rafa and today is Sunday and I was editing some videos for Instagram and I felt frustrated at first because I was like, okay, so let's search for some ideas. And then I went to my feed and I was looking for ideas like for reels and stuff. And then an hour had passed and I had saved like 10 videos and I was like so overwhelmed and I felt so like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna edit anything anymore, because first I'm tired. Second, I have all this material here that they resonate with me, but at the same time it's not really my style because I didn't do those videos. So it's kind of like, what's the limit between inspiration and what I want to do, and like how healthy it is to be looking and searching and saving it and watching it, and like maybe that's not even inspirational, maybe that's just like a bomb in your head. Like that's how I felt like so many videos just made me feel anxious. And like feeling anxious is something that when I feel anxious, when I realize I'm feeling anxious, I have to stop because I cannot do anything right when I'm anxious. And I say that because like for a long time I was being anxious every day for like years, and I just felt like I had no direction because I was anxious all the time. So I wasn't listening to myself. I wasn't understanding where I had to go, what I had to do. So what I did was that I just stopped. Like I stopped searching for videos and I just got my stuff. The video that I wanted to create videos was of this drawing. So I had takes of the drawing, images of my drawing, and then I just started creating my videos. Like I'm not doing things that I watched. Like I don't even remember what are those 10 videos that I saved, like how they edited it, how they, like, I don't know. I don't remember because I just, stopped and did something else. Like I'm just gonna do me. And it doesn't matter if that doesn't have the effect that those people had with their videos. Like we're different people. We're in different stages of our process, of our artwork, of our life. Like everything's different. Like I cannot. Okay, so let's say I get one of those videos and I try to do something very similar. So, like, so what? Maybe it's not gonna even have the effect or even help me to get somewhere because I just copied someone. Like I'm not going through my process, like I'm just copying someone. So why not go through my process, do things wrong, which is not wrong because it's my process, so it's a part of it, it will make me grow. It's like one of those steps. So why not go to that direction where it's me being me, than trying to copy someone and just not getting anywhere. And then I'll have to, like, at some point I'll have to come to my, my path. So this is what I mean. Like, it's hard to make this decision. Like, it's a choice where you have to go through the frustration of not having the results that other people are having. But if you go to someone else's path, you're also not gonna have the results because they're not you, you're not them. So I just did my videos the way I felt I should, with the words that I felt I should use, like phrases and stuff that I have on my notebook. Like every time I feel like writing something that I have an insight or something, I write it down. So I opened my book and I just got the phrases that I like and I felt that would suit the drawing, and that's what I did, and it felt great. I feel awesome. Like it's like 4 something the afternoon and I already did my videos, and I'm not stressed about if they're good or not. I just did what I can do at the moment. I did the best I can do at the moment, and the best I can do without making my mind go crazy or, you know, punishing myself or like nurturing this frustration feeling of I'm not good enough and stuff like that, you know, like perfectionism. Like I'm not letting any of those things come close to me at this point of my art world. Like my experience with art is that I have to not allow things that were part of my life before to continue dictating how I move from now on, you know, because to me, what I'm doing, it's going back. Like I'm going back to where I stopped 9 years ago. I have videos where I talk about this, but right now I want to talk about the present time, how I'm doing things differently. So like each day that passes and each video I record, I feel that I'm more and more like raw, you know, like I'm not trying to do anything crazy. Like I'm not trying to do, like I'm not creating a character. I'm not posing in a way where like I'm somewhere and, you know, all the people are somewhere else. Like I'm just doing things the way I think I should, which is like the opposite of what I did before. So I'm doing things differently based on my own experience, and I'm documenting all of this because I know how hard it is to give up just because you don't know how to proceed, like how to go forward. It's so weird because when I gave up on art 9 years ago, I didn't realize that I gave up. Like I just kind of left what I was doing because of something that somebody told me, and I just found other ways of surviving and coping with the absence of my art, you know, because at some point, like I did art, like many points of these 9 years, I went back to art, but I was not doing the art that I love, the art that fulfills me, which is like this type of stuff, because I thought it was too weird. I thought that there was no way I could live and survive and thrive if I just kept doing what I urged to do. Like I kind of felt it was like part of me was like, this is too easy, so I'm just gonna have fun, and then this is gonna be like my way of living. Like how weird is that? Because, you know, like I was taught that to get somewhere in life I had to work hard, you know, like under the sun, you know, like I had to have a huge amount of suffering to have some reward at the end, like, you know. And this was also part of that. Like it felt unreal to me. And now, like, I see that I left myself behind, and I tried to do things like in a way that I was not being who I am. I was just trying to do things that I thought, based on what people told me, what I saw from society, I thought that was the right thing to do. So I went down that path of like, okay, so if this is really hard and if I'm suffering, this is the right path. And then I would do something like that I didn't like for a while, and then I would, like, okay, I'm burning out, so let's try something else. And then now to be at the point where I came back to my art and I'm just experiencing it, it's new to me. Like, when I'm drawing again now, like my drawings that I like to do, I just get lost in time. Like, I feel whole, I feel complete, I feel like everything is okay, everything is all right, like there's nothing wrong in the world, like this is the state of mind I get to. This is how I feel my emotions when I'm doing the drawings that I do. And it's easy, it's easy. It's not suffering and hard. And I'm beginning to be glad, like it's something new to feel good about what I do. Again, after so long. And it's great. And if this is what I have to do, is get used to feeling good, I'm gonna do it, because it's lovely. Like, I wish everyone in the planet was able to feel this and go for their path, like find out what makes them feel joy and fulfillment. Because I believe that everyone, like every person, we all as humans, like we're all creative people, each one in their own way. Like, if you like computer science, you're gonna be creative in that, you know what I mean? Like, everyone has the ability of creating, like doing things, like having, I don't know, like something that the urge of like doing something, it's not a thinking process. It's just like an instinct. Like, if I get this and if I get this, like, what if I do this? What happens? Or like, like if this combines with this, what's gonna happen if I do something here and use that for something else? Like, creating and being not just creative, but also like experimental. Like the action part, like you feel the impulse and then you act on it. Because if we don't, it's just gonna be like, this is like so complex. Like, when you don't act on your ideas and how you like what you feel, I'm talking about art, you're just gonna be oppressing yourself, like repressing what you're feeling and what you want to do, because like the whole process is you wanting it, planning it, or not even planning it, just doing it. But you have to do it. Like, you cannot skip the doing part. And what I see nowadays and what I felt for a long time is that we're trying to skip the doing part because we don't want to feel less or frustrated because what we're doing, it's not exactly what other people are doing and how they get where they are. Because with like social media and everything, like easy access to see other artists and stuff, it's so easy to feel less than. because you see all those people creating and living their best life and stuff like that, and you're just like, ah, what about me? Like, how can I do that? And then you have to draw something or create something, and you're just like tired already because all of your energy and your hope has like gone away because you're bombarded with a lot of other artists and the whole world, like a lot of information and everything. So it's draining. It is like your brain gets overstimulated, and then you just feel less because it's too much around you. So this is why it's super important to listen to yourself, like have time to spend with yourself. Like you have to have a period of time in your day to be with yourself. And that means not with your phone and not with a TV on, like any type of device, just you. And you can be alone inside your house, or you can be outside somewhere alone. Like you just have to be alone and like having time to breathe and think, or like thinking is not really important, but like just, you know, breathing, like feeling the world, like how you feel things, how you you won't freak out. Like this is the important part. Like you can't freak out because that's gonna freeze you. So you have to find a way, you and yourself, just you and yourself, like you have to find a way of not freaking out in society. And to me, this is meditating. I meditate every day. Sometimes I don't want to, like I just don't want to for whatever reason. And when I lay down, I just like, when I close my eyes, I just kind of meditate for like 30 seconds. You know, like I try to do that because I cannot neglect like myself, you know, how I feel like the whole day. Like there's so many hours that we just, you know, do things and watch stuff and see people and read or listen to other people's opinions and the problems of the world and everything that is going on. Like how can I not give me 30 seconds of my day? You know, this is what I'm talking about. Like it's really healthy and important for us to realize that having time alone, a peace and quiet time for ourselves, it could be 30 seconds. It's great, you know, it's much better than nothing. And this is the way, you know, because changes are a slow process. Changes are not abrupt. And it's okay. Like, it's beautiful. Like, changes happen through time. And time is like the ruler of everything. Today, at least, like, we're so... like, we don't have time. Today we don't have time. And as awful as that sounds, it's okay to not have time. We just have to have fun. You know, you can be busy, but you have to have fun while you're busy. It sucks, like, to acknowledge that we don't have time and be okay with it. Of course, it's great if you can make time for yourself, like make some changes in your schedule and skip some things that are not important. You know, like skip some people too, like take some people out of your life that don't resonate with you at the moment, in this phase of your life. That's important too. But even if you cannot do any of that, like you're in a phase of life where you just have to accept that you don't have time. So find out a way to have fun. At least your hormones and your brain chemistry is just gonna, like the responses are gonna be better if you're having fun than if you're just being grumpy about it, grumpy about your routine and about everything. So yeah, those things are important. And I can say that I had fun today. I wasn't having fun, and then I realized, like, I understood why I wasn't having fun. And then I just changed the things, and then I had a lot of fun. And I was not even supposed to do this video today, but I felt like, yeah, let's do that because it makes sense. Like, documenting the journey makes sense to be like reporting what I'm doing, kind of like when I'm doing it. So I'm even thinking about making more than one video per week, but let's see how it goes. It's not time right now, but maybe, like, I don't know, it will happen when it's the right time. And I'm making changes, like, in the way that I do all my stuff, because I want to do it in a way that is documentable. Like, I can document it and, like, show it to people. Like, I can create it, I make the thing, and then I just, throw it out there to the world, to the people. And I hope it reaches the people that need to see it. And, I hope it's a hand to help whoever needs to listen and to see the stuff that I'm documenting. So it was great having you here. I'm gonna finish my work day for today. It's Sunday, so I'm gonna rest for the rest of the day. And I hope you enjoyed it. I did. Bye.